Hello, Dr. Joe here of the AskDrJoe.org and the 2020from.com. So, as promised in my last video, I did say I was going to provide you folks with a guide on how you can introduce fruits into our diabetes reversal program. Remember, what we're trying to do in this very program is turn people who are diabetic currently into non-diabetics. Okay, that's the whole idea. We want to reverse our insulin resistance. So how can you introduce fruits into your lifestyle if you belong to this very category? Well, that's what this video is about. And in this video, what you will also find is I'm going to give you some examples of how you can introduce the fruits, and you're going to get one or two recipes as well, which will help you in structuring fruits into the program for yourself. So that's what we're going to be doing. But before we continue, just a quick plug. This is my book on managing high blood pressure with lifestyle approach. Links to get a book right below this very video. So, what else is there to do other than for us to dive in? Okay, so we're going to be talking about how to start adding fruits to a diabetic reversal diet. Remember, we are trying to reverse our type 2 diabetes here. We are trying to reverse our insulin resistance, and we don't want to remain diabetic for the rest of our lives. We want to become non diabetic. So, how do you add fruits in this very journey? Well, the first thing I would say is that you should always go for fresh fruits and frozen fruits. The reason for this is that we know that these two categories of fruits shouldn't have any added sugar to them at all. So, like I've said here, fresh fruits do not have any added sugar. That is almost guaranteed. We know that fresh fruits do have natural sugars in them, but that's not a problem for us because our body is going to know how to deal with the natural sugars in the fresh fruits because we are reversing our type 2 diabetes. So it's not a problem. However, canned fruits do have added sugar usually. And as you can see on the right, this is a Del Monte brand of fruit cocktail in heavy syrup. And what do you think is in the syrup? Of course, is liquid sugar. Okay, so best avoided. We do not want any canned fruits around our journey to reverse our type 2 diabetes. But some dried fruits are allowed, okay, like dates and raisins. Because if you eat them with fiber rich foods, it's not a problem. So dates are allowed, raisins are allowed, so long as you eat them with other fiber rich foods like oats, for instance. However, we do not want, the dried bananas, the dried peaches, the dried nectarines, because usually the food manufacturers will add sugar to those other dried fruits, so they are not allowed in this our journey. Now, at the initial stage of our fruit introduction in our diabetes reversal journey, what we want to do is to start off small, okay? We can increase our fruit consumption later on, but we need to start off small to give our body time for our body to adjust to the fruit introduction. So my suggestion is that you start off with just one serving of fruit per eating episode. And we want to do this for the initial 4 to 6 weeks. After that, you can increase your serving size to 2 or 3 if you like. But at the initial stage, please let's start off small with just one serving of the fruit. So your next question is going to be, what is one serving of the fruit? Now, one serving is usually around about 15 grams of the fruit. And you also need to remember too that serving size will vary from fruit to fruit. So to illustrate this, let me give you some practical examples of what one serving of the fruit actually represents. So here we go. One small piece, which is 4 ounces of an apple or orange or pear or peach or plum, that will represent one serving. Half a medium sized banana, that will represent one serving. Two small or one large tangerine, that will represent one serving. Two small kiwis, that are 2 ounces each. That will also represent 1 serving. 4 small apricots, 1 ounce each. That will represent 1 serving. 1 cup of any of the melons, so cantaloupe, honeydew, or watermelon, that will also represent 1 serving. I've got some more examples for completeness. 15 grapes or 15 cherries, that will be 1 serving. A third medium-sized mango, that will be 1 serving. 3/4 cup of strawberries, that will also represent 1 serving. 3/4 cup of blueberries, that will also be 1 serving. 1 cup of raspberries or blackberries, that will also represent 1 serving. So we want to keep it small, and then over time we can increase our serving size. Now, you can have your fruits with meals, or you can have your fruits between meals as well. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to give you some examples shortly. And what I have said here is that as your carbohydrate tolerance improves, you can gradually ramp up your fruit portions per meal and per day. Okay. So we're working to improve our carbohydrate tolerance. And one way of doing that is to reduce our fat consumption to less than 30 grams per day. The less fat you consume, the better your carbohydrate tolerance is going to be. Okay. That is a known fact. As you reduce your fat consumption to less than 30 grams per day, your carbohydrate tolerance shoots up as well. So it's an inverse relationship. Less fat, better carbohydrate tolerance. That's the way it works. Fruits can be had as a good snack, but I will encourage you to eat them slowly. We are not in a hurry. So just eat your fruit slowly and eat it mindfully. You will enjoy it a lot better that way. Now, when having fruits between meals, I will encourage you to pair it with a protein rich food or a healthy fatty food. And the idea behind that is that it's going to serve as a filling function. So the fruit fills you up along with the protein or the healthy fatty food. And it also has a blood sugar control function as well. So examples would be having an apple with peanut butter or peanuts, having a pear with sunflower seeds or even sunflower butter, by the way, having cherries with cashew nuts or cashew nut butter, having bananas with peanuts. So these are just pairing examples that you can try. You could also have strawberries in low fat yogurt. Could be blueberries, it could be blackberries, it could be raspberries. Just have them in low fat yogurt. How about that? A very nice pairing there for you because the yogurt has got protein in it and it's going to help you to slow down the sugar absorption and it will fill you up a lot more. So let me give you some more fruit consumption ideas. Could you have grilled fish with this sweet and spicy pineapple pesto that you're seeing on the right there? What ingredients do you need to make this pineapple pesto? You just need some green chilies, tomatillos, add some cilantro, okay, or coriander. That's the other name for cilantro. Add some lime juice, onion, salt, and of course, is a pineapple pesto, so we need some pineapple as well. Some green jalapeno, add some water, blend, but don't blend it too smoothly. This consistency you see on the right is just good. And have it with your grilled fish. How about that? That's not bad. That's a very nice pairing. Okay, the fish represents the protein. How about a mango salsa? What ingredients do you need to make this mango salsa on the right? You just need a mango, you need cilantro, which is also called coriander, red onions, jalapeno, lime juice, salt, mix together, allow to stand for about an hour, and voila, you've got your mango salsa. How about that? Okay, nice one there. How about some skewered fruits with dips? You can have that, okay? Grill your fruits a little bit and have it with dips. Nothing wrong with that. And would you marinate your fruits? Yes, of course. Uh, I give you a little recipe to marinate your fruit in. Get some sparkling water. Add 3 tablespoonfuls of balsamic vinegar. Slice up your fruits and add the sliced fruits in the vinegar solution. Allow to soak for 3 hours. And voila, you've got yourself a nice marinated fruit, okay? It could be any fruit, kiwi, watermelon, peaches, any fruit. Just marinate it, but you got to slice it up first for the fruits to marinate properly. Okay, so one more thing I need to mention is that as you introduce these fruits into your lifestyle, you should consider eating a variety of fruits, okay? A wide variety of fruits. Why is that? Well, the idea is that if one fruit lacks a particular nutrient, another fruit will have that nutrient. So when you eat a wide variety of fruits, you provide your body with all the essential nutrients that your body actually requires. So that's very important. You got to do that. Now, that said, one more thing I need to say is that in the first 2 weeks, okay, just the first 2 weeks, you should consider limiting your choice of fruits to just 2 different types of fruits per eating session. What that means is you can have, say, an apple and a raspberry, or a strawberry and a banana. And in another eating session, you eat 2 different types of fruits as well. So the idea behind that is we don't want to challenge our body too hard in the first 2 weeks, because we are trying to improve our carbohydrate tolerance, and we want our body to gradually get used to the fruit introduction. So after that, you can have 3 different types or 4 different types later on in the process. Okay, so but for the first 2 weeks, just limit yourselves to 2 different types per eating session. Make sense? Now, hopefully you're having fun so far with this video series. One other video I'm going to do is the order of fruit introduction, okay? That video will probably pop up in about a week or just over a week's time. But before then, we are going to be having week 8 video, okay? Week 8 of the Diabetes Reversal video series will be popping up on your screen on Saturday in 3 days' time. So be on the lookout for that. Now, if you haven't been to askdrjoe.org, please go there, and over there, please show your support for this very channel, and you can ask questions there as well. Now, when you arrive over there, please try not to be a freeloader, because I do a lot for free over here, and it makes sense that if you go over there, you should provide some support for this very channel for everything that we do. So askdrjoe.org is over there. So week 8 of the video series lands in 3 days' time, and so far, if you enjoyed this very video, please go ahead, like the video, give the video a thumbs up, and then you should share this video with your friends, with your family, with your colleagues. If you've got any questions, any comments regarding this very video presentation, go ahead, leave your comments or questions down below. Guess what? I think that's about it for this video. Until next time, well, this is Dr. Joe signing out.